All right, welcome back to Campfire Chats with Ash and Stu. I'm Stu Saunders.
I'm Ash Bear.
And this week we are going to talk about something that is so super important and a big differential for camp and life for the average young person. And that is this week's episode, which is entitled... Dun, 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 dun. Technology and camp and how the two don't mix. At YLCC, we pride ourselves, and I do mean pride ourselves in the fact that your camper while at camp is as best as we can away from technology. And mostly we mean to not really run a computer, a cell phone, the internet. And that is because it's important for your camper to have a chance to almost detoxify from the daily use of technology and cell phones. And so camp gives everyone a chance to do that. And so that is one of our kind of like our guiding principles at YLCC is that. So we are technology free, Ash.
I'd say we're definitely not a tech camp.
We're definitely not. If you watched any of these episodes.
In many capacities, we're not a tech camp.
We're not a tech camp.
No.
And what we do is, so just basically to kind of like summarize it, we do not allow cell phones or iPads or laptops or even desktop. No desktop computers allowed at camp.
Well, nah.
No. And that's because we want your camper to have a true experience in the outdoors, in the woods, with nature, and with just their friends and their new friends they're going to make at camp. So please do not, and this just makes it super easy, do not send your camper with a cell phone. And it's really, really great. It's good for your camper to be aware that they're not going to be having a cell phone at camp either.
Yeah. And on that note, I think that conversation can start before camp starts.
Yes.
So there's likely more success when you talk about your camper not having their cell phone weeks before they're at camp, instead of just the Sunday that you're dropping them off at camp, because it is an important piece in their lives. We don't underestimate that cell phones and technology plays a big role in their everyday life, but we just want to give them the opportunity to kind of disconnect from that. So some helpful things for that is, one, talking about it with your camper, and maybe it's coming up with a plan with your camper, right? So talking about, okay, so why is your cell phone important to you? If you're going to feel disconnected, what are ways that we can make you feel connected? Because that's a common thing where campers, one, don't want to lose their Snapchat streak. Some campers will give their phones to their friends to get another Snapchat streak to maintain their streaks.
And if parents have no idea what we're talking about,
that's okay.
That's okay.
But know that there are solutions to come up with your campers. And since we are a leadership camp and your campers are leaders, this is a great life lesson for them to be able to have conversations and communicate how they're feeling and figure out alternatives than having their cell phones at camp, and making sure that it's just not brought upon them on the day that they're being dropped off at camp. Also, you as a parent need to make sure that you're not facilitating the need for their cell phone while they're at camp. So in the past, there's been opportunities where parents have been the ones that want to have their kids to have their phone so they can connect with them. And I totally get it. You love that human a lot, and that is wonderful. But it is detrimental to their camp experience if you sew a cell phone into their teddy bear.
Which has happened.
Which has unfortunately happened. Or just hidden it in their bag or something like that. The camp experience is so much better when you as the parent are on the side of being a tech-free camp, because that's what we are. If you have any questions, we're happy to talk about our passion towards no cell phones at camp, and happy to give you more information on that.
Two quick stories as to why this is a passionate thing for myself as the camp founder is we actually show a video at camp. We have a thing, we have a camp called MOMOs, which stand for Motivational Moments, and we show them 2 or 3 times a week. We'll show a video at camp, and one of the videos we show, and parents, this is great, you should watch it yourself, look up. It's called Look Up is the video. And it's a spoken word poetry piece from a British poet. And it's all about a young man who is looking down at his phone, and a girl wants to ask him directions, but he's looking at his phone, so he doesn't see her, and she carries on with her day and doesn't talk to him. The other option is that he looks up, doesn't have a phone, and she asks him for directions, and they're having a great friendship and a whole life together. We showed this video at camp as one of our momos, and one of the great pieces of that is we debrief it when it's over, and often parents will literally, you will not believe this, campers will literally, we ask them, how do you feel not having your phone? And they'll say, less anxiety, relaxed, they're not worried about what's happening around them, just enjoying the moment. And I will say overwhelmingly, and Ash, you can probably
Totally.
back this up, it's 90+% of the campers that say they feel good without their cell phones.
Backing
they feel
it up.
better.
Yes.
And the second piece of that I think is really important is that we had a parent once who told me this story, that her daughter, who was in high school, I'd say probably grade 9 or grade 10, coming home from camp, she got back in the car from her 2 weeks at camp, and mom gave her back her cell phone, and the daughter said, actually, I really don't want that right now. I'm really enjoying not having it. And she didn't have it. She did take it back for almost 2 days when she got home. So there is some kind of, not only there's scientific research behind showing why cell phones and having the technology break are super important, but actually the WHO has now said that technology in terms of cell phones is as addictive as any major drug that kids can get a hold of. So
And we've definitely seen that in camp when campers go through that withdrawal of the technology, which we understand is valid, but we need parents on our side to help facilitate that, because as much as technology is awesome and helps places, we believe camp is a place where you can disconnect from,
take a break from it,
from specifically cell phones.
which is actually parents now are signing up for camps to
adult camps
to break them from technology for 3 or 4 days.
So we're doing it.
So we're doing it now.
Yeah.
So it's a great thing for kids to experience. And please, if you have any questions or comments, always email us. But we guarantee you that your child will survive, and it's a great thing for them. So
And feel like really refreshed.
yeah, feel refreshed and feel good about it.
Yeah, I love it.
So until next time, I'm Stu,
I'm Ash.
and we'll see you around the campfire.
Campfire.